Is your blackness too black for your white friends? Is it not black enough for your black friends? Are you mulatto and find tragedies in coloring books? Who said we had to color inside the lines anyway, filling in the hard work of someone else's outline? Isn't it a crime? I would write down how I felt, black boy, but I didn't call it poetry. It was me just kind of dialoguing my life. Is society still judging you? My name is Brandon T. Brockington, also known as B-Roc. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, and I grew up in a very distracted and sometimes dilapidated part of Baltimore, and I realized I didn't want to be like my friends, dead or in jail. Has color TV whitewashed your mind, blinding you from the history of your hue? There used to be gold all in your chains, gold all in your rings, gold all in your watch, gold crown on your top. You was bigger, bigger, bigger than all things small. They asked me if I had a stage name, because I just always put my name, Brandon Brockington. And I said I don't really have a stage name, but my best friend called me B-Roc in high school, and then like stuck and got him. I grew up listening to Jay-Z my whole life, so as a result, I would like write some lyrics here and there, you know, like on the low though, on a real, real low. You know what I'm saying? I write it and throw it away, type thing, because I thought it was whack after a couple of days. I would say more personally, when I was much younger, between the ages of 5 and I want to say 12, I used to write these notes to my mom, and the notes would often express to her how I felt about our condition, how I felt, and I would this would be like 2, 3 in the morning, and I would write on this paper. Sometimes I fill up both sides. I'm 6 years old, filling up both sides of the page with some emotionally charged in writing, and I would always leave it in a spot where I knew she would see it. And I wrote dozens of those. I went to a open mic. It was straight. It was okay. My friend convinced me to go to it because she said I should do poetry, and I was like, poetry? Ugh, get out of here with that. Everybody doing no poetry. So the next weekend, which was they were having a poetry slam, I was just completely blown away. I was like, I can do this. It's amazing how we started from the top and now we're here, saturated in ignorance, blended in pity, painted, printed, and spoken word was, and it was like 200 people in Stallings, and we only had 30 seconds, and I just rocked it, and this explosion in the room just overtook my spirit and said, yes, this is what you want to do. And, I dropped the ball many times, and I faced a lot of intense struggle here in Greensboro. But doing spoken word and poetry was my escape, and it seemed like God wanted that escape for me. I would tell them that I love them. I would tell them, don't ever allow someone to tell you no. Oprah Winfrey once said, I stood on a million no's until all I could touch was yes. And it's not even over yet. And I will work hard to get to where I want to be in life. Gray as wisdom's hairs before I ever forget that black was always in the first place. So black boys and black girls, no matter what they say or do, always remember the value within the history of your hue.